All right, welcome back. It is turn four. We're just starting turn four. And sort of as you can see, the situation is heating up to the west. The west mine is taken by the Lord Skalz here. And Lord Skalz is being confronted by the Wolf Riders and the Berserker Croag. And possibly this other contingent of Goblin warriors is set to meet up with Croag. We did check. Everyone's manpower. No one's manpower went up. We have materials. We've given out materials. Unfortunately, the goblins are a little bit rough on materials at the moment. The humans are having a little bit of an abundance of materials right now. I think that's it. I think we are ready to go. This first initiative's probably important. Goblins by 2. Ugh. Well, so here's what I was thinking. I tell you what I don't want them to do is I don't want Skalz to have time to fortify his position, because you can do that. You can build field fortifications, and that's going to hamper the ability of the cavalry to get in their big charge. So maybe they try a sortie against. Right now, they just go 1, 2, 3, bam. Right, we have with 2, but we could spend a material to make that 3, and go 1, 2, 3, and now Croag is activated. And he goes 1, 2, 3, bam, and he's in supply because they're always in supply. I don't think Skalz has any scouts, so he can't react to this movement. I don't know that he would want to necessarily. I don't love this battle right now, but I hate it more if he's got a fort up. Even if it's just a field fortification. I'd rather have this warrior in there. Hell, I'd rather have these 2 rabble right now. Plus, it'll show us a combat, and maybe this works out. So let's do it. And we need to make sure that we understand that it's the humans with 2 points. I'm going to put this die here. The humans are going to get 2 points initiative. So we come down here and we're going to set up our guys. We do have a bunch of regulars. We're going to set the archer up, and the militia will be support, and he will actually support one of these guys. He'll just fire. Croag is going to be leading from the front, of course. As a unit, he's going to fight. Now, I don't know if Skalz should fight. Maybe he doesn't for the initial charge. Maybe he comes out second round and leads from the front. But these are the 2 groups facing off. Now, before anything else happens, Skalz gets 1 card for his combat and 2 for his opponent's combat of -2. Croag can't see any of this. He draws them. He looks orderly retreat. We're not going to use that one. We probably won't use challenge. Oh, those are terrible. But These are not great cards for us. Like these two, mostly not useful. Woods, well, technically it's useful, but can we use it? So that's something I haven't considered is, are there restrictions on using these cards? Like, can you not use this in the hills, or can you not use hills in the woods, or whatever, right? Like, or in a site. So, because I have not indicated that that's the case ahead of time, I didn't think about it ahead of time. So, we'll have to consider if there's any times you can or can't use each card. I don't have a lot of cards though, but this one's going to kill the charge. He's going to play this. Charging units do not get 2 times dice. They still get a +1, so that is sort of useful. So he's going to play that at the start of the round. Skalz is leading from the rear, I think, knowing what he knows. So these guys are going to declare a charge. So they're going to charge. That's going to give them +1 attack. They don't get double dice. Normally they would get double dice. He'd be 10 dice. So we'll just keep that in mind. I don't need to turn these on their side. We sort of know what's up. So they're going to charge. The archer's going to fire first. The archer has a 3 to hit. 2, so the archer does hit. The defender can place. Oops, I need markers. These will be good. Red 2 hit markers. And actually, yeah, I mean, sure. I'll get both of these. These are pending hits. These are hits that have hit. So he can place the first one wherever he wants. So he's going to place it. The defender can. Done. And we actually resolved the hit right now. So there you go. So on a 3 or less, he soaks. He does not soak. So that becomes a confirmed hit. That guy is injured. Now, most guys do not injure. They just die instantly. But in this case, because he has 2 hit points, so the archery phase is done. Now it's melee. So we're going to do Croag and his cohort first. Croag is a 5, +1 is a 6 for the charge. So 1 hit on 6, and he's going to hit. The defender can put himself. He's going to put this on somebody. We're going to put it on this guy because this guy gets up. So, oops, nope, not that. So if you have someone in the support rank with a phalanx, quote unquote phalanx buff, which is the P, most melee units are going to get that. You take them off the front line, put them behind, and then he gives him a +1 defense. So the fact that he has a +1 defense means the defender would like to put that here to give him a better chance of surviving this. Now we have 4 attacks at 5. These guys are brutal. Only 1 hit, though. Only a single hit. The attacker gets to place this hit, though, and the attacker is going to place this hit on a rando. Like that. Done. Now they fire all their attacks. So we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 at 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, 2 hits. 2 hits. The defender gets to place 1. The attacker places 1. Now we resolve the hits. Okay. Let's resolve those hits. So we'll resolve these hits. This hit first. It is a 3, right? Because just straight out defense. So 3 or less he soaks. He does not soak it. 3 or less the second guy soaks. He does not soak it. This man is out of the combat. This guy takes a confirmed hit. These guys have a +1 defense because they're defending in the hills. The woods have already been adjudicated, right? And hell, he's not going to play these. This is just going to be the whole combat, effectively. So he has a +1 because of the hills, +1 because of the phalanx. He defends on a 5. The second guy defends on a 4. Success. This hit is erased. Second guy defends on a 4. Both hits are erased. That was round 1. Ooh. He could play another whatchamacall, but he's not gonna. Because there's literally no point. He's not going to do an orderly retreat. Croag could retreat on a 4 in 12. Although because he's cavalry, he's all charge. He could do a 6 in 12. So he could back off right now and just go, yeah, this isn't happening. Can't charge in the second round anyway. You'd have to reform, which means you give up your attack to charge again on round 3. But since he's not getting double dice, those charges suck. -1 attack, -1 defense if he fails his escape, though. And I don't know that there's any bonuses or penalties to that otherwise that I have written down yet. So that's something we have to consider. I feel that the humans got a little lucky that time. We're going to fight a second round, and then we might ditch after the second round. Archers go first. We're reforming our lines. This is it. Archer goes first. He has a 3 to hit. 5, no hit. Done. Archer is done. It's now melee. Croag gets a hit on a no. There's no pluses or minuses though. Croag gets a 5. 9. 3 on a 4. Oops, I rolled 4. Ignore the last one. That one doesn't count. This one right there. We did get a 1. So that is a hit. This is round 2. The defender gets to put the first hit down. He's going to put it there. Done. 5 attacks at 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All misses. All right. 5 to soak. Same bonuses. He's got +1 because of hills, +1 because of phalanx. 5 to soak. He soaks it. And that's round 2. We now have an 8 in 12 chance. That's up to 10 in 12 to get out of dodge. We would not be declared a loser. We would not potentially be demoralized. We were demoralized as though as a win because we escaped effectively in good order. Or do you stick it out and hope to kill one of those guys? Like luck out and kill one and then it's a tie. But then you'd have to retreat anyway. You could get lucky and kill 2, but where are you gonna? Like this round, you're like, I don't feel good about the goblins' chances. We're going to retreat. That's going to be a 10 or less. And we do. So we're going to back off. This hit goes away. We don't keep hits between battles. This guy has a 50-50 chance of actually just returning to the battlefield. And he doesn't. Oh, no. Let me actually take a look at what I wrote, because I don't know if I did low or high for that one. I need to make sure that's consistent, of course, which I will at some point. 7 to 12 is dead. That rider is dead. So this rider is actually killed. So now let's take a look. Now he did escape in good order, so that's fine. I should probably give him a... All right, what about escape? So leaders check to see if they are wounded or killed. 1 to 12 to be incapacitated. Skalz led from the rear, didn't lose more than 50% of his force. It's a 1 in 12. Oh my god! Skalz is killed. Skalz was killed. Like a random... Oh, Jesus. Okay, Skalz dies. Wow. Or he's injured such that he's not going to return, right? I haven't figured out if they can ever return, but he is out. What about Korag? Korag is 1 in 12, plus 1 because he led from the front. That's it. 2 in 12. No, Korag survives. Kroag. I'm sorry, not Korag. Kroag. So now, moralize, demoralize. So the winner has a 2 in 12. That's definitely Skalz's dudes. But plus 2 because their leader has been killed. So 2 in 12 becomes 4 in 12 to become demoralized. And they are also demoralized. Holy crap. So that was sort of disastrous for the humans, even though they arguably won. So they hold the field, but Skalz is gone. He is dead. Dead. And the humans are, we're just going to put an MP on them. They're demoralized. What about Kroag's crew? Well, so he escaped, so he's not really a loser. I'm going to say that there's a 4 in 12 to be demoralized. Again, we're making some of this up as we go. They didn't lose 50%, but they do get a +1 or a bone, right? Because they're, so it's 4 in 12 minus 1, 3 in 12, because the entire remaining force is veterans or professionals. So riders in this case. They don't have rabble. So 3 in 12, and they are also demoralized. They did not expect the humans to fight so hard. So Kroag retreats. Skalz is killed. Oops, oh geez. Okay. Womp womp. That did not go quite as I planned it. So there you go. That is the result of the Battle of the West Mine. I think someone gets victory points. 3 points for killing Skalz. 1, 2, 3. He is dead. The goblins take the lead, and humans get 2 initiative, 2 points. They're up by 2 on initiative. Holy crap. I think Voltus is going to try to recruit regulars again. So we're going to try to recruit some regulars with our 2 points. I think he gets, what, a 4? And he does succeed. So I'm going to shuffle these back. So we get regular here. We lose a manpower. We lose a material. And we lose 2 more points. But why is he down to 9? Like, what the heck did I do here? He spent a material, and he spent 3. Oh, he only has 12. Okay, yeah, right. Because he only has 12 to begin with. And he spent an extra one. So he's down to 9. We're only down 2 to 12. Done. We cannot rally these guys without a leader there. That is a huge problem. Oh, my God. Okay. Maybe I should have... One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Now, Croag gets 1 XP. I'm going to actually put a little chip by him here. He actually gets 2 XP. He fought in a battle, and he killed the dude. So that's sort of cool. And he can actually level up. So we'll get to him. We'll get to him at the... I wonder if we should do that at the end of a turn or something. Just because it's easier to keep track of, right? Although people will tend to forget. I have to figure that out. That's a different story. So, all right. So nonetheless, let's roll initiative again. Goblins by 1. So we need 3 to try to get these guys back up. We can only do 2 at the moment. We're just going to have to burn a point and be done. The humans have 1. We're going to burn a material. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we're going to move Thompson alone. And he goes 7. Back to initiative. Looks like 8. No, 9. So that's a 1. That's a 1. That is a 6 according to the game. So 7. Goblins by 7. First thing is first. He's going to attempt to rally. What the hell? So rallying is how you undemoralize, of course. It's an 8. Command diplomacy, -2, so 6. He rallies on a 6. Because again, he's sort of shitty. So he's probably drunk in a tent somewhere or something. He does not rally. That is 3 points of the 9 of the 7. So 3 points of the 7. They're going to be down to 1. He's going to rally again. He blows it again. 3 more points. And he doesn't have 3 more points to spend. So he's going to spend the 1 point moving the warrior. Oh, we don't have supply up either. We can't move the warrior at the moment. So we're just going to have to burn the point. That is terrible. Now, these guys can't resupply. So we have 7 points. We're going to move Thompson for 2. 1, 2. 2 of 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. On the road, he can move 9 alone. So he is done. That's 2 of 7. I mean, oh hell, Voltus should have gone down there for crying out loud. Oh, it's only one of seven. I'm sorry. So he actually spent one because he's moving alone. So it's one guy, right? One, two, three, four, five. We'll spend another point. So that's two of seven now. Then we're going to recruit over here. Probably just woodsman. Nope, that's two more. So that's four of seven. This is going to be six of seven, and that's a success. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Done. We get a material done. We get a manpower done. We get a woodsman. So we're out of manpower pretty much almost across the board here. That's it. So eight, the humans win by one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now here's the problem. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He can't command all of them because he's only rank 1. So he gets there, done. I think the goblins probably just expend their point and they are done. 9 to 6, so we have 3. So I am going to move. So they're minus. So 1, 2, 3, 4. They are demoralized. We are also demoralized. We're going to spend our last 2. So we move the militia out, and then we spend our last 2. Thompson's going to make the attempt to rally. He has a 10 to rally. He fails, and no one is rallied yet. We've rallied nobody. The turn ends. We've spent everything. We get 1, 2, 3 material. And the goblins get 1 to put on their spots there. Done. Now we roll for attrition. It's 50-50 for each stack here. So 1 to 6, they leave. Someone, so someone leaves. So this guy would leave. 1 in 6, 5. Someone's going to go. Largely comes, if it's a 1 or 2, it's the archer. If it's anyone else, it's a regular. It is a regular. So a regular deserts. Because we're demoralized at the end of the turn. Croag. So he goes away. Croag also has a 50-50 that one of his 3 units deserts. And no, they do not. So Croag gets the better of that little exchange for the moment. But this is no place to be, right? You don't want to be sitting on top of the enemy demoralized, hoping they don't rally first and come eat your lunch effectively. So that's sort of where we're at the end of the turn. So that was a weirdly eventful turn 4. And now we are up to turn 5. So we're going to roll for the top 2 cities there, 3 and a 2. Neither of the humans get manpower back. 2 and a 4? Ah, the camp gets a manpower back. Okay. Still 14 and 12. No one's actually taken command of those mines really and gotten them to produce. Everything's been spent over here. Like it's spending drunken sailors over in the west. It's initiative time. This is important. Again, and right now Thompson has the advantage because he has a 2. So all he needs is this difference to be 2, and it's going to be 4. So the blue guys get 4. Thompson is going to try to rally at a 10. And he does. So he rallies his men, and they can take the demoralized off, and 1, 2, done. Now, does he sortie out and try to clock those guys? I mean, I don't know how super powerful I'm feeling. Remember, they have 2 hit points. That's the big problem with those big old mean dudes. And Thompson does not turn into a fighting unit. So what do we have here? So we rallied. That's 2, unfortunately. I am going to spend a material. Make that 3. Going to move him 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now the problem is now I can't move again. I can't move a second time. Like that guy can't move. So, because I activated him this impulse. So maybe that wasn't a great move. I'm going to have Volitz no manpower. Right. We got nothing. Okay. Voltus. Well, at that point, I don't need to spend a material because I would spend 2 to rally, 1 to move that guy, and I can't move him again, so we can't attack now with this whole stack, which would be the idea. We're going to hope that he fails one more time. So I spent 2, I spent 3. I'm going to spend 4 to go 1, 2, 3. Now, I'm just going to burn the last point. So we're going to burn down to 10. I don't want to do anything with my 1 point. I'm good. These guys have a rally problem. He rallies at a 6, so we're going to burn 3, and actually a 4th, of course. He needs a 6 or less to rally because he is not good at his job. He gets it. Oh, okay. So that leaves them with 1 point, and he's not going to spend it yet. So they're burning down like the humans did. Okay, so Thompson sort of lost his window of opportunity, I think. Not to say that these riders can now charge. You're not guaranteed to get a card which saves you from the charge. 6 to 6, so okay. Turn could end. Everybody gets 4 of these. 8 to 8. All right, that's another ender. 10 to 8, so we can spend 2. And then we have a 4 in 6 chance that the turn goes away. We can spend 2. I don't think we're attacking. I don't think that makes a lot of sense. That's 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wait, 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So we're going to spend 1 point and 2 points and move those 2 guys. Now the goblins have 2. I'm going to spend a material to make it 3. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to move good old Croag here. Down to here. Done. I'm going to get that warrior in play too. Five and 4. We can spend a point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Woodsmen are coming. Now, he can't command all of them, so probably just give them to Voltas. 1, 2, 3, 4. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7, we're supplied to here. 1, 2, 3, but we're not supplied to here. Yeah. There's a little bit out of supply here, which you don't want to, which I don't necessarily want to deal with. We have a single point. God, I think we have to burn the damn point. So they went down to 11, and they went down to 8. We could really use a little bit more of that. All right, 5 to the humans. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We are charging across. So that's 2. And they'll go down 3 more. To do what, though? That is a good question. I have material. Let me find something that I can pretend is a fortification. Let's find anything. Because I have material. So what are we going to do? We're going to spend... so we spent 2 already. We are up by 5. So we spent 2 already. We're going to spend another 2. So that's going to be 4. And we're going to try to build a fortification here. So let's check that. Fortify is a 4 plus command. So 6. So we spent 4, 5, 6 points so far, and we do get a fortification out of it. So we're going to put a... Oh, I don't know. We'll put a peace pack piece down. There we go. And it'll be a crown. Done. And it won't be exactly, but it will be a little too big, is what it's going to be. That's how we're going to do it. So they have fortified this location. So that has spent 1, 2, 3, 4. They have to burn a material to do that. That's going to give them a bonus in the next battle. There we go. And I don't think... I'm not sure exactly where they ended up points-wise, but they needed to go down 5, so I'm not sure where we ended up. But the goblins get to spend 5 now. He's going to try to supply. So he's terrible at it. I think it's, what, a 6 now? The build supply is 8 minus 2 is 6. He's got to spend 2 commands of his 5. He succeeds, though. All right, so that's good. That's a good thing. So 2 of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 of 5. Uh, 5 of 5 will be warriors at the camp. He succeeds. So we'll take a manpower and a material and put a warrior there. Goblins are recapturing a little momentum here, I think, a little bit. And that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Done. And, oh, I think we had to roll too, right? We had to roll a 4 and 6 chance the turn ended. Let's do that now. No, we did not. So we'll roll initiative again. I don't know if we rolled it one too many times. I think we did, right? 11, so it's 5. So the goblins are going to burn out their points here. 3 points, huh? I think we're going to merge him in. So that's 1. And then we're going to try to grab warriors down at the bottom left there, at the bottom camp. No. So done. We get 5 points. The humans get 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The other guy goes up to here with Volus. So that's 2 of my points. I have 3 left. I'll spend another 1 and go 1, 2, 3, 4. So 2, 3. Four. And I think we spend out at that point. I think we're good. I think that is going to be turn 5 for us. So we're just going to reinforce the outpost. I don't think they're going to make a giant play for the camp, although I suppose they could. That's just a long way to go and a lot of supply to put down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Although you could. You might be able to dance around their supply a little bit. I don't know what that is, by the way. Oh, I see. Wow, that's from a whole other thing that I was trying to put on there. You could. The Khan might make the big bold move and try to capture the camp. I would love for him to get that mine up and running, though. And the humans now need effectively another leader sort of to manage this little mess up here. Because now, if you don't have a leader on a front, you're sort of hosed. I mean, you can garrison all day and defend as a garrison, but you're going to have a hard time setting up an attack. So it feels like we're going to start turn 6, but I think I'm going to end it here just because did we not put down? I didn't put down a marker. No, that's a magnet. That's too bad. Just because it's late here. I don't know. I tell me what you think about it. I think it's gone pretty interestingly. I almost wish Thompson would have maybe we shouldn't have tried to get the extra regular in there and thus slowed our attack. Maybe we should have charged and tried to catch the demoralized force. You're -1/-1 attack and defense. So even in the hills, they would have been, their attack would have been crappier and their defense wouldn't have been great. And again, you're going to get cards because Croag is bad at his job. So maybe between the cards and the bonus for the demoralization, I think maybe he should have just grabbed it. And if you could have wiped these guys, then you make a whole different problem for the goblins. In the meantime, you have a problem yourself because this flank is leaderless. And again, so these guys, they can go out in the field, but they can't fight out in the field without suffering penalties because they're leaderless. Now in a garrison, they're fine, but leaderless, they're stuck. So that's where we're at. We've got a couple decisions, I think. And the problem with Voltis is he's slow and, sort of hates his job. So, he is not the best dude to go and try to then end around the Great Khan. So I'm wondering if we could just get a cheesy leader. We have the material as the humans. Oh, I need to distribute material again. We're going to have material as the humans. But now we are sort of out of... I suppose I can store... So 1, 2... I suppose I can store material here. It costs 4 to try to get a leader. So that's a bit of a thing. And let's see where we at here. And that is a weird problem that we have, which is that if you're out of manpower, there's almost like spending material doesn't necessarily matter as much. So we do have this glut of material on the human side somehow, even though they've not actually done anything with the resources. So maybe we need to rethink that a little bit and tweak that. We're not going to do that this game or whatever. We're going to keep going on this game as is, but we'll have to just rethink sort of what we're doing. Having said that, we could really spend a lot of material to March Voltis, where we get him, that's what the material's for. It's to make this Initiative 5 guy more usable. So we could, and I think we used him actually fairly well to pump units down to Skalz, but Skalz died, and now we are in a little bit of a situation. So the humans have held out, but they're in a bit of a mess. What about forts? I got to figure out the fortifications. Field and then site forts 1 through X, right? Okay. So that's it. Thank you for watching. I hope you were at least entertained. Again, I know it's clunky and I know it's a little bit choppy. We are just getting these rules together and sort of making them, you know, I have notes here, of course. I got my 10 pages or whatever, but we are sort of still making decisions as we go. And like I said, I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions or comments, fire away. I'm going to save this game to make sure I don't. Oh, crap. Well, it's not turn 4 start anymore. It's turn 6 start. So tough. Okay. All right. I'll talk to you guys later. Good night.